All right. Are you a homeowner that is sitting on the fence and thinking about what to do with your current property? Should you sell your home? Should you just hold on to your property? Or should you even rent your home? That is the big question, or a set of questions that a lot of people are asking these days, and they want to know what should they do with their property, because right now a lot of people are experiencing high values for their homes. They've spent, or they have a mortgage that's not as high as it used to be, and this is a great opportunity for everyone to kind of get on board and say, hey, if I sell my property now, what would I do? Should I move to another neighborhood? Should I take the money and rent a home? Guys, it's all dependent upon the individual. It's not one answer fits all right now, but it's definitely something that we're going to get into today. So, with that being said, once again, guys, this is the February market update. This is a platform where we not only talk about buying, selling, and investing in real estate, but we also talk about entrepreneurship, hot topics regarding entrepreneurship, as well as building generational wealth. Building generational wealth is a big thing. And if you guys are buying real estate, that is the basis of a lot of people who have great amount of wealth or family wealth. They've started in the real estate world. But this is for my homeowners and property owners who have property and want to know what's going on in the market today. So, with that being said, guys, we are going to go ahead and jump on into this and make sure that we get the latest and greatest for you guys. Let me just make this quick adjustment. All right, awesome. So with that being said, guys, we'll just go ahead and jump in. So you guys are going to have a lot of me just going back and forth with some things that have been discussed in the past, about some things that have come up recently. One of the big things is that the feds they recently met. Actually, it was a couple of weeks ago. They met in regards to the interest rates. You know, what's going to go on. They've been interested in knowing how the inflation has impacted the interest rate. So we didn't go up and we didn't go down. So that's what we can say. We didn't go up, we didn't go down, but it was hinted that we should expect that the rates should go down. The next time that they're going to be meeting, that's going to be a hot topic. If you guys remember before in the past, I told you guys that, hey, a lot of experts are saying that the interest rates are expected to experience some type of a drop during the spring months. And in the past, prior to the pandemic, that was part of the trends. Part of the trends was during the spring months, you would have a lot of activity when you're selling your home. Right now, in order for people to sell their homes right now, they want to sell their home and move somewhere else, but they are considering the interest rates that are out there. And with those interest rates have been a burden. You know, interest rates have been high, especially a lot of us have been spoiled with the higher interest rates, or excuse me, the lower interest rates. And that's the lower interest rates that they were experiencing around 3%, even sub 3%. And since then, especially over the past year, those rates have actually doubled. And with the rates actually doubling, it takes home affordability to a different level. A lot of people have been priced out of the market because not only did the interest rates go up, but the prices of real estate that also increased. There was a high demand, low supply of inventory. And right now we're experiencing high interest rates, low inventory. So with that being said, people have placed a pause on the urge of actually wanting to purchase a home. So if there's a pause on the purchasing of a home, homeowners are actually holding on to their properties that they have, that they wanted to place on their market so that they can actually upgrade. And then you also have homeowners who are selling in one area of the country and moving to another area of the country. I know in the state of Florida, a big experience that we've had an influx of people coming from the Northeast, from out West and the Midwest. A lot of people are coming to the state of Florida just for a lot of benefits. You have business owners that are coming to the area because we have tax benefits. Not only are they moving to the area, but they're bringing jobs. With those jobs, it brings opportunity, and hopefully with those jobs, people are going to start experiencing a little bit more of what we call the higher pay rates so that people who are living here can afford the higher price properties that we have at this time. So that is a big scenario. I was reading an article, and I'll probably have to share it on a different platform, but reading an article where they're showing that people have gotten priced and pushed out of the market. And a lot of people, they were looking at, say, single family homes. Those individuals are probably looking, if they're still in the market to purchase a home, they're looking more at townhomes now. And the reason being is because single family homes, the prices of those properties have gone up. And the individuals who are, say, still in the market and they were looking at those entry level homes, now they're being pushed to look at, say, townhomes. Now, obviously, there is a difference with a townhome because you don't have a yard. A lot of people like to have a yard, and they don't have a yard when you have a townhome. Typically, you do not have a yard. You have somebody that's living right next to you, so that kind of restricts the private level. But they are getting fancier with the townhomes. Townhomes, it's a great property. You're seeing that these properties actually have a garage. You see them 1-car garage, 2-car garage. You even see them without a garage. Having people actually have to park on the streets if they don't have a garage. There's different communities. So now it's going to be really a big deal as in what does the community have to offer besides the actual property. If you are a family and you're looking and you have kids, you want to make sure that the kids, one, that it's in a good school district. Two, you also want to make sure that the kids have something to do. If there's a pool that's around for the kids to actually utilize. In the past, even though a community has a pool, a lot of times the pool doesn't get used. But will that change? Especially knowing that you're going to have more people buying townhomes. And if that community has a pool, are you going to find more people at the pool? I know in the Tampa Bay area, we have a couple of communities. They have what's called a lagoon. And this is basically a huge pool. And what I mean by a huge pool, I mean it is, with one community, I know they have like a 5-acre lagoon. So it's basically a 5-acre pool. So they have different parts of it where you can actually do some canoeing with it. They have the swim up bar. So if you want to have drinks as an adult, you can swim up. They have the actual play area. They have the man-made beach area. So it's a lot of different things that are going on with this lagoon. So communities are really finding it to be important for them to actually have amenities for future homeowners, whether it be townhomes, single family homes. It's going to be a big thing. And even when people are asking me, hey, I'm interested in buying a home, what do you think about these particular communities? And it's like, hey, this is what a particular community offers. And these are the schools that are around it. Also, a big thing in the Tampa Bay area is that we have a lot of charter schools. And that's a big thing around the nation right now. Charter schools are going to be very important because a lot of people, we lean on education. We value education, and it's important, especially for the new generation that's coming up. We want to make sure that the new generation has that type of access and has that type of ability. Also, through some of the readings and from some of the economists that I follow, we're finding out that, hey, not only have the interest rates from 2023 impacted a lot of homeowners about placing their home on the market, they've been waiting. They're waiting for an opportunity. So a lot of these homes, people are sitting on the fence. They're at some point going to release these properties. And then it's like, if they don't release them, what's going to happen? And I tell you who's starting to take advantage of this, and this is our new construction. New construction, if you have new construction in your area, new construction, you're going to start seeing that there being a stronger interest towards new construction just because people are wanting to buy a home. If these interest rates drop as it's intended for it to happen, people are going to start wanting to buy a home, and they're going to know what is available. If the inventory is low from resale, they're going to start looking towards new construction. And that's what I deal a lot with, is that if I'm dealing with a buyer, we're looking at new construction. If I'm dealing with one of my homeowners, hey, we're looking at getting your property sold, but not only getting it sold, but also making sure that we are being competitive. Because right now, any inventory that's out there, people are really scrutinizing the properties, and they're really looking over. If you have a property that is old, that needs repairs, maintenance is behind, you're going to start getting cash offers, especially in our market here. You're getting cash offers for these homes because people are willing to pay cash for it and then go in, remodel the home, and then place that property back on the market because you weren't willing to do so. But with there being a low inventory, they're going to be able to jack the price up a little bit more with the remodeling and with the upgrades to your property. So if you do have a property and you're thinking about placing it on the market, it's something that I speak to my sellers about. Hey, what upgrades have you done to the home since you've actually lived in the home? Consider selling the property as a vacant property. Consider making updates, paint on the exterior of the property, fresh paint on the interior of the property. Have the bathrooms been updated? These are things that potential buyers are looking at because they're like, hey, if I'm going to spend a higher amount for a property, I want to make sure that home has in it what I want. And if it doesn't, then they're going to see what other options they have. And that's why I see new construction having a higher increase. Another from the National Association of Builders, another article I was reading, that they're finding that there's a stronger interest in purchasing new construction. So buyers' interest is starting to rise a bit more. The holidays are out of the way, and now people are a fresh year, new start, new me. Hey, I want something different in 2024. What can I get? And people are really looking at new construction. So I'm telling everyone, if you're selling your home, let's make sure that property is updated, that you have some fresh paint. If not, if it doesn't have the cosmetic items taken care of, what's going to happen is you're going to get a lower offer for your price, even though we do have low inventory. So it's kind of a game. So if you want a competitive property, people actually looking at your home, let's go ahead and make those updates, cosmetic updates. And I understand not every property can be updated just because that means you're going to have to invest money. But consider different options. If you're able to do what's called a HELOC, home equity line of credit, take some of the funds from that, make updates to the property. But obviously, make sure you're speaking with a professional and kind of get their opinion of what's going on in your market, what people are looking for. Some people are just going to place the property out there and just see what the demand really is. I see homes going up for sale. I see homes that are potentially going up for sale, whereas the real estate professional has advised them to wait before placing that property out there on the market. If it was on the market before, hey, let's consider placing the property on the market again during the springtime. Lots of things are going to happen. It all depends on your particular market. And with that being said, if you're thinking about selling, go ahead and speak with someone. But if you have to sell, that's a different situation. So if you have to sell, that means that you're going to place your property on the market, but try to put your best foot forward from the start. Being out there for a period of time, realize that you're not getting any offers on the property, then the property goes stale. Now you're on the market for 60, 90 days. Then you want to make updates to it. Try to take care of that in the beginning when you first go out onto the market. Because typically, when you first list a home, that's the most set of eyes that it's going to have on it throughout the process. And through my experience, I've seen this happen a number of times. How do you get more eyes on it after you've been out there on the market? It usually comes by reducing the price. A lot of people, they don't want to reduce the price, but that's what happens. That's how you get more eyes on the property. That's how you get an interest from other potential buyers that are out there, buyers that are on the fence because of interest rates, whatever it may be. It is a process. It definitely is not a market where you can just kind of just throw the property out there. A lot of people are selling their homes on their own and they were making a lot of money. During that time when there was the big slew of prices were going sky high and that the properties were selling extra fast, people are doing offers way and above asking price. Those days are kind of over with. But if these interest rates start coming down, you're going to find the market being flooded by a number of potential buyers. And those buyers may be in a position to be able to purchase your home at that higher price. And with that being said, it's going to be competitive. So keep in mind, it's going to be competitive not only for buyers as these interest rates come down, it's also going to be competitive for homeowners. So if there's more properties on the market, people are going to be comparing what's out there, and it's not a lot to compare at this time. So people are going to really compare what's out there. Then they're also going to look at potentially new construction. So I know in our market here, I'm in the Tampa Bay area, there is a good amount of new construction. And the new construction teams builders that I work with, they have it all logged out. They're like, hey, if we place a contract today, we'll be finished by the end of the year. Place a contract in the next couple of months, the rates may be different. Everything may be different. As I told everyone, this is an election year, so it's always a little interesting during the election year as in how the economy responds. You're going to see a reflection in this with gas prices. You're going to see reflection with this with the interest rates. Everyone's trying to shine during the election year. So definitely keep an eye on these interest rates, because I truly believe that these interest rates are going to start coming down. And with the interest rates coming down, what's going to happen is you're going to have more buyers coming into the market. And then and with us still having low inventory, people are going to see what's out there. And then if they don't like what's out there, say for on the resale side, then they're actually going to look at new construction. Then it also depends with new construction, how soon can they have a property ready. So starting the process now versus later is really going to be beneficial. Understand where you are. If you're looking to buy a home, understand where you are in the market financially. Understand what you can actually afford, because what you could afford, say, just a year ago isn't the same today. So keep that in mind moving forward. This is something I bring to you guys every month, making sure that you guys have a great understanding of what's happening in the market. So that's why I enjoy doing it. I appreciate the comments that have been coming out there, people sending messages. Also on the chats, people sending me messages on the chats. I greatly appreciate that. And sending me the DMs on social media. A lot of people, they may not say anything during the live broadcast because they may watch this later, but they'll also find out. They'll send me questions, and these are some of the questions I'd like to have answered. So as we're doing the market update, if you guys have a question, feel free to send me a message directly, or if you catch me while we're doing this live, go ahead and send a message that way. I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Facebook, I'm on many of the social media platforms. You can find me at Chris Brown RE Pro. Always digging and finding new information for you guys in regards to the real estate market. But it's definitely, I've been looking at the Redfin, I've been looking at the Yahoo Finance, following different economists, different associations that actually are what I would say the indicators of what's going on in the market. These people have spent millions of dollars on data, research, and this is what they're coming up with. So right now, it's only February, but I anticipate these rates, I'd say late March, early April, you'll start seeing a significant difference. You're going to start seeing people coming into the market. You're going to see different incentives that are out there. But also keep in mind, if you're buying, one thing to ask, especially if you're doing new construction, what incentives are available? I was just dealing with a client, and they were able to get a rate of 5.5% on new construction. They go under contract, 5.5%. Property be ready by the end of April. So keep that in mind. There's different incentives that are out there. Just because the national interest rate is at a certain amount, see what's actually being offered, even for resale. A lot of my sellers, I'm telling them that they're going to have to offer some type of incentive if they're really looking to attract buyers. That's the name of the game. What makes your property interesting and what's going to make it attract buyers is that, hey, we're going to have to offer some type of incentives. If it's incentives to buy down the interest rate, it's incentives to help towards closing costs, towards possible repairs. If there's a repair credit, because the property does need repairs and you're not able or not willing to make the repairs up front, keep that in mind. Incentives are a big situation moving forward. And that's something that any potential seller that's out there selling their property, this is what you're going to have to look into. If there's benefits just because you're close to downtown, that's a good thing. You have amenities, let people know. That's what's going to get a property sold in today's market. It's really highlighting the benefits of a particular home, particular community, So it goes beyond just the property itself. It's really looking at the community itself as well, and in the surrounding area. Being in Florida, in the Tampa Bay area specifically, you're close to the beaches. I believe it was three of the top five beaches are here in the Tampa Bay area. So, and that's top five in the nation. So three of the top five beaches are a short drive if you're in the Tampa Bay area. So a lot of people who are coming from up north or coming from the Midwest or areas where they don't have beaches or they don't really get to see beaches that often, that is very attractive to us. So that is something that I encourage people to place into the property description. If they have a property for sale, that's one of the tips that I provide people. If you guys haven't had a chance, be sure to check out my hot tips in order to get your property sold in today's market. Feel free to message me, and I'll make sure that you get those updates, because these tips are what's going to get the property sold. 2024 is a different market than what we've experienced in the past. Will it have some of the same past trends? It possibly will. Like I said before, the fourth quarter, we were slow in 2023. Things should start picking up with the first quarter, as well as definitely leading into the second quarter. So that's what I'm truly anticipating. And you guys should really take a quick look at that. All my property owners that are out there that I've been communicating with, this is how you're going to get your property sold fast in today's market. Following the current trends, understanding what buyers are looking for in a home, and then also being competitive, incentives, being competitive, offering different updates or anything that's going to help place your property above the next property. What's going to make it sell faster. So keep that in mind. If you're in the market to sell your home, the tips that I provide, you definitely want to consider them, because that's what's going to get your property sold fast in today's market. So guys, I know we had a little bit of a challenge today, but hey, I always want to tell you guys to go ahead and be sure to like, subscribe to the platform. We'll make sure that you guys get an update to this particular market update, as well as there'll be another replay. We'll make some edits to it so that you guys have everything refreshed. But hey, definitely be sure to take a look at your market. Speak with a real estate professional. If you're not in the Tampa Bay area, speak with someone else. Reach out to them. If you are in the Tampa Bay area, I do offer a free consultation and being able to sit down with you and help you understand where your property currently stands in today's market. And then also being aware of, hey, what your next move is going to be, because just because you can sell it, you also got to have somewhere else to move to. So keep that in mind, guys. It's a two-part process: selling it, and then also finding the new place where you're going to be living, especially if you are staying local in your current market. So guys, once again, this is Chris Brown, real estate professional and marketing entrepreneur. You can find me on social media at Chris Brown RE Pro. Looking forward to helping potential homeowners that are thinking about selling their home or just getting an update. Like I said, there's no obligation for a free consultation that I do offer. Be sure to click on the link in the description. There is a way that you can set up an appointment with me and be able to get an update of what your property is actually doing in today's market. What's going on? How do you get your property sold? So keep that in mind, guys. I appreciate you guys hanging in there, working with me. I promise you we'll get this technical thing taken care of. But once again, hey, happy days. Good times to come. Happy 2024. Appreciate you guys and everybody that chimed in through the chat that had something to say. I appreciate you guys. We'll make sure we get some responses to you. I appreciate it all. So take care. Have a good day.